take a look at this problem. We want to construct a 95% confidence interval for the population mean. Assume the population has a normal distribution. A sample of 15 randomly selected majors has grade point average of 2.53 with a standard deviation of 0.61, round to 3 decimal places. Now the flow chart you always go off of for confidence interval. We're talking about one population. We're going to either be dealing with mean. There's also proportion. But the key question you ask if it's about mean is there's two possibilities. One of them is where sigma is known. And the other one is where sigma is not known. Now, if sigma is known, then we're going to use z interval. And if sigma is not known, we'll use t interval. So when you're reading a problem dealing with the confidence from about the mean, you really have to look for sigma. That's your whole driver. Okay, construct a confidence interval for the population mean. So that's what tells us we're over here. Assume population has a normal distribution, a sample of 15 randomly selected majors. That would tell us that n is 15. Has a grade point average of 2.53. Now it's referring to the sample, and grade point average. Average is a sample mean. So that's x bar. It is 2.53 with a standard deviation of 0.61. So that's S. And we want a 95% confidence interval. Now let's talk for a minute about why that's S. It doesn't say sample standard deviation, but it's referring to the sample of 15. If it's referring to a sample, then it's S. Now, if at the very beginning it simply stated that standard deviation was 0.61 and didn't say anything about a sample, that would be sigma. Very important that you identify that correctly, because it'll determine which function you use. Okay, so this is going to be our t interval, since sigma is not known. So let's go plug this in. Okay, so go to stat, go to tests, t interval is number 8, so you can down arrow to it and press enter on it, or you can simply press the 8. Now it'll ask us for data or stats. If you're given raw data, you want data highlighted. If you're given summary statistics like we are, we want stats highlighted. If yours isn't already highlighted, put your cursor on stats by pressing your right arrow key if it's not already there, and press enter one time. Then we'll down arrow. And x bar we said was 2.53. S is 0.61. What did I do? Oh. I didn't down arrow, I guess. 0.61. 2.53, 0.61, n is 15. And then our C level will be 95%. And you put this in decimal form, so it'll be 0.95. And then after I press enter on that, I'm down to calculate, and I'll press that. And the 3 decimal places. And we want to put the parentheses in there for our answer. We've got 2.192. comma 2.868. Rounding up. Since this 4th digit is 5 or greater, we have to round this up one digit. So that becomes an 8. And that would be our answer.